Good morning, class 12. Girls, we proceed with the company accounts in accountancy. The company accounts. Now, children, we have learned the issue of shares under the company account, a very important instrument, a very important source of raising capital at the end of the company to raise long term capital. Now, sometimes a company raises capital by shares, but the funds raised by issue of shares are seldom adequate to meet the long term financial needs of a company. So, most companies they turn to raising long term funds through debentures, through these loan capital debentures, which are issued either through the route of private placement. You have learned private placement, or by offering the debentures to the public. It can be debentures can be allotted by to few debenture holders, to few people privately placed, or issuing them to the public, like we did the issue of shares. So the finance raised through debentures is also known as long term capital. It is the long term capital. The capital that is raised by debentures is the long-term capital for the company. So this chapter that we are doing now, this chapter will deal with the accounting treatment of issue of debentures and other related aspects of the debentures. Now the book deals with the debentures. Debentures, what are debentures? Debentures, according to, I'll deal with the textbook only. It is a certificate that contains the terms of repayment of principal sum at a specified date and the terms of payment of interest at a fixed percent. We have learnt this. Now, children, I told you the capital can be raised by two sources. By the owner's fund, a company can raise the capital by owner's funds, or by borrowed funds. The owner's funds means the shares. These are the shares. And the borrowed funds are the debentures. These are the debentures. Now, when the company raises capital through the owner's funds, that means company is inviting the public to become the owner of the project that has been started, the business project that has been initiated. For that, the company wants to arrange capital, and for the same, the company is inviting the public to become the owner. That means the shares that we are distributing to collect the capital by way of owner's fund are the small denominations that will compose the total capital. But the shareholders become the owners then. That means the entire profit earned is distributed among the owners as dividend. And when the company is wound up, the capital it belongs to the owners, the capital has to be returned, but only at the event of winding up. But now the different perspective of debentures here is the company raises for long-term capital. That's right. But long-term capital, not as the people are collecting their own. We are not inviting the public to become owners, but we are here as a company borrowing funds from the public. We are asking the public to lend some money to the company, on which company will pay regular interest, but the company, and on the end of the specified tenure, the amount that has been secured by way of debentures will be returned back. After the specified tenure, the money will be returned, and during that tenure, fixed interest payment will be given that. And that interest, we prefix that. Suppose 12% interest is decided, we prefix the name of the debenture with that rate of interest that is decided: 12% debentures, 6% debentures, 10% debentures, depending upon what has been decided by the directors. Now, the textbook shows the features. It gives the features of debentures in detail. I'll discuss these features with you. A debenture is raised by a company in the form of a certificate which is written acknowledgement of debt taken by the company. It is certificate. The debenture also, like the share, this also is a certificate. But it is written acknowledgement of debt. That means with that, in lieu of that certificate, we have asked the public to contribute some capital. We have taken that capital is a loan factor, a loan capital raised from the public. Second feature, a debenture is issued under the seal of a company. Very true. Company is, who is company? Company is an artificial person. So debentures are issued under the seal of the company. This artificial person cannot sign, cannot authorize. So the company uses, the artificial person named the company uses the seal of the company, the stamp of the company. It contains a contract for repayment of principal sum at a specified date. The repayment, I told you, the tenure for the debenture, the life of debenture, the span for which the debenture capital is being raised, the loan is being taken, that tenure is fixed. And at the expiry of that, the debenture amount has to be returned back. Then, fourth, as per the Companies Act 2013, no company is allowed to issue debentures having a maturity date of more than 10 years. It is up to 10 years, not more than 10 years from the date of issue. However, a company engaged in infrastructure projects. Infrastructure means construction of a bridge, construction of roadways, construction of highways. So construction of such projects which take more than 10 years to construct. So infrastructure projects are exemption for debentures. For that, in case for a big project that may take 15 years to finish, for that, in case the company raises capital and issues debentures, that may be beyond 10 years. Otherwise, the bracket to issue debentures is 10 years. For more than 10 years, but not exceeding 30 years. So the infrastructure companies also 0 to 30 years. That is the maximum limit of debentures. Next detail. The page is not opening. Yeah. Usually the debentures are issued with a specified rate of interest that I've told you, that is called the coupon rate. That rate is the coupon rate. Now coupon rate also, there is something called I'll discuss that in detail with you. There's a zero coupon bond, and there are coupon rate. That interest rate is also called the coupon rate. That debenture is a coupon. A debenture holder receives interest on his debenture at this specified rate as mentioned in the certificate. Payment of interest is made normally after 6 months. The payment of debentures interest is made after 6 months, whether the company makes a profit or not. That is very important. This is the payment of interest, and returning of the principal amount is a charge against the profit, charge against the income, and not appropriation of income. Whether the company makes adequate profits or no profits, the interest due on debentures and the principal amount of debentures after the expiry of the tenure, that has to be returned. Sixth point, a debenture is generally secured by a charge on the assets of the company. This means that if the company is unable to repay the debentures as per the terms of the issue, the debenture holders can move the court and realize their money by getting the assets of the company sold. Funds raised by the issue of debentures are of long-term nature, and usually the debentures are repaid after a long period, such as 7 years, 10 years, 12 years, as such. As such, the loan raised by the issue of debentures is also called the loan capital. Now, next important term is bond. Now, bond, though a it sounds like a synonymous. We sometimes use the term bond as a synonym of debenture, but there is a difference. Not much, but major difference is this is also an interest instrument, a loan instrument similar to debenture. All the features are similar with very few distinctions. The major difference between a bond and a debenture is that there is no predetermined, a prefixed rate of interest on bonds, whereas the rate of interest on debentures is prefixed. It is always certain. Debenture rate is certain. It is specified in before the name of the debenture. But bond, there is no predetermined rate of interest. Only this, there is a difference between the date of issue of bond and the date of repayment, redemption of bond is taken to be the interest. So there is no regular payment of interest, but the difference between the date of redemption and the date of purchase of debenture is taken to be the interest on debentures. I'll read it. It is very much similar to that of debentures. Traditionally, bonds had been issued by the government, but nowadays they are also being issued by various semi-government and non-government organizations. Main distinctions between debenture and bond is with respect to rate of interest that I've just told you. And the deep discount bond or zero coupon bond is one which is issued without prefixed rate of interest, and the issue price is heavily discounted. Difference between the issue price and the redemption price represents the total interest to be spread over duration of the bond. A proportionate amount of total interest is charged to statement of P&L account every year over the lifetime of the bond. This is the difference between bond and a debenture. Now next we come to kinds of debentures. The first kind of debenture, secured debentures. So we have learned all these in detail in class 11. A very quick flip through. I'm not reading the entire thing. You know all this. You can read. Secured debentures means those debentures where a charge is created on the assets of the company for the purpose of payment in case of any default. These debentures, that means, are secured. The charge may be fixed or floating. That is a difference that we'll learn as we proceed with the chapter. So those debentures, that means in case of inadequate profits, the amount on debenture is secured. These are called the secured debentures. Then the unsecured debentures, also called the naked debentures, they do not have any specific charge on the assets of the company. But a floating charge may be created on these debentures by default. Normally, these debentures are not very common. They are not very commonly found. Coming to registered debentures. The registered debentures, these debentures are those debentures, children, in respect of which all details, including the names, addresses, the particulars of holding of debenture holders, all are entered in the register kept by the company. Such debentures are not very easily transferable. They can be transferred only by executing a regular transfer deed. So registered means their name has been registered. Then next we come to the bearer debentures. Unregistered or bearer. The bearer debenture here. The bearer debentures, such debentures are which can be easily transferred. Bearer, whoever bears it, whoever has it is the debenture holder. Interest is released on the person who has the coupon attached to the debenture, who produces the debenture on the date of the release of interest, becomes the owner of that debenture. Then comes redeemable debentures. Redeemable means which are redeemed means payable, repayable on the expiry of the specified period, either in lump sum or that may be installments during the lifetime of the company. So debentures can be redeemable either at premium, par, depending upon the type of debenture. Then comes irredeemable debentures. Also, these debentures are also called perpetual debentures. Irredeemable debentures are also called perpetual debentures because these do not the company, it does not give any undertaking for the repayment of money borrowed by issuing these type of debentures, irredeemable debentures. So these debentures are repayable on the winding up of the company or on the expiry of a long period. These are irredeemable debentures. Then important type of debenture are convertible. This also I remember I had very nicely explained to you in business studies last year. Convertible debentures are those debentures which can be converted into equity shares or in other securities, either at the option of the company or the debenture holders. These are called convertible debentures. So these debentures are fully convertible or partly. That we'll discuss later. So the SEBI here, the book says SEBI guidelines require that where the conversion is to be made or after even on or after 18 months from the date of allotment, but before 36 months it is to be made 36 months. Any conversion in part or whole shall be optional on the part of the debenture holders. So these are convertible debentures. Then the non-convertible, they have not given here non-convertible. Non-convertible debentures which cannot be converted. There is most debentures issued by the company, they fall in the category of non-convertible debentures. They are not very easily convertible. Those are non-convertible debentures. So here we have discussed the types of debentures. Coming next now to the process of issue of debentures.